It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
How many years I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up. We have the plyometric. Granted by the luxuriness up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet. We could diabetic. They mouth you full of deceit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And space tough to come by there, so he get maybe a yard to the 37. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
At the 39-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Boye Mafe able to record his 5th sack of the season. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 44 yards that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 43-yard line.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
He'll look to throw. That is caught. McMillan with it. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
18 Rattler.
They'll drop the throw. He's got this to Pickens. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
First down, Seahawks.
First carry here for Ken Walker. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Joey Bosa in on the stop. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
19 Charger, 19. Ready.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Hey, check that. Cap alert. Here we go.
Here's Walker. gets it a little bit closer and takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Now he's going to step, and he is in for a Seattle touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. This is caught. It's Brown. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
That's good. For an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 40.
They go play action with Hurts. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Devin Witherspoon on the coverage.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from Harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Hey, 73. Man.
Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mickey Mamori. And the Seahawks will take over here just shy of the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Open man, he's got his tight end, Elijah Arroyo. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
The Seahawks first down. A gain of 21.
Come on.
And the Seahawks.
Walker now at first and 10. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
Yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got a second and 8 forthcoming.
Ready, break. Mustang 19. Get it. Hawk 70. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. That's down the field. He's got Arroyo. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10.
That's good for a Seahawks first down.
Looking to throw. Looking middle, and he finds McMillan. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 7. The Eagles, 29.
Drop 50, drop 50. 70, Timberwolves.
They'll set up a throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Cut 19, cut 19.
Fourth down.
He'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. From the gun, it's Hurts. That one finds Pierce right side. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Here comes third down at 7. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he is caught. He's across midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. A handoff, Barkley running left. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Here's second and 10.
No gain on the play.
They're going to look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Escapes the defender. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Elliott Good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Fix the Eagles! Fix the Eagles! Warriors 70. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First down, Seattle.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Zach Baun there on the tackle. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Second and 9.
18 Rattlers. Go! Young Lions.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is caught by McMillan. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. A gain there of 21 yards. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Back to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Shutting the tackle. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
At the Eagles' 17-yard line.
Ready? 60 Vikings. 60 Vikings. Ready?
They'll drop to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
63.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Julian Love.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Come on.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. To the right side, hauled in by McMillan. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
First down.
They go play action here on first down. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let's go.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll send Pickens in motion right here. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Crack all 80. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Man in motion left. That's Smith and Jigba. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. 1 second, all that remains.
Tiger Hornet.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, in the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 3rd and 3. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. This is caught inside the 15. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory.
Alert! Alert!
Trying the left side with Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Up the middle with Barkley. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
But it's not time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
At the 48-yard line.
Barkley inside handoff. The 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Handoff to Barkley on the option. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Throwing is Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
It's 4th down.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Elliott good on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And when you're in a one-score game in the 2nd half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And Gibbons gain 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Let's go. 77, check, Bobcat. Panther 11, Ready.
He'll look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Jahad Campbell in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
The fight was just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now 3rd down and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll try and do this himself. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Corey Horton on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Let's go now.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Smith and Jigba hauling it in on the out route. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's taken in by Arroyo. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33.
1st down, Seahawks.
Captain Lion.
There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
19 Lions. 19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Cowboy 8 check, Panther.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Seahawks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this one over the back line of the end zone. They definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. A 1st down carry for Barkley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
Eagles, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll go to Barkley again. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. First target, first catch at a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
And Hurts going to move him around. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense.
And this is going to be intercepted. Julian Love picks it. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jalen Carter picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Finding Walker complete. And some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
What a call there on third down. Took conviction, didn't it? If this is incomplete, the complexion of this game changes dramatically. Instead, not only is this a first down, but it's a big play to boot.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up second and 7.
Here we go, check.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll look to throw here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. This is first and 10. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll come up now. This is second and long.
Second and 19 at the 43-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
That's the 47-yard line.
Okay, break.
They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up
Second and a couple.
at the 39-yard line.
Here we go.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. And that should just about do it.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So the victory here for Seattle. And, of course, this win a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know how difficult it is for the team that wears the crown, because they're going to get everyone's best shot. So let's face it, they circled this game. We're going to go in there and take down the defending Super Bowl champs. This is our opportunity. They're not going to walk out of here with a trophy today, but they will walk out with respect around the league. And to them, that's vitally important.
So for the Seahawks, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.